Hey, good morning everybody, how's it going? So I got a video again. I made one last night, of course. It was the Black Sabbath collection, where I just showed my collection. And then in that video, I noticed I was starting to get a lot of subscribers dropping me, I guess. And I've noticed that. It seems like I'll put a video out and I see that, and then I don't understand why. Some people say it's because YouTube is deleting some bots. I think that's part of it. And I think the other reason is, there's two. Somebody PM'd me last night and said, great video, but it was hard to sit through it because of all the cussing and stuff like that. And I've been doing that lately, increasingly over time. And I think it's a combination of me quitting smoking and things going on at work. And you know, that sounds like an excuse, but you know, those things, I'm human, and those things kind of affect me. And then when I post a video like the Black Sabbath video last night, I lost probably 5 subscribers on that. And there was another video where I lost even more subscribers showing stuff, and it finally dawned on me. I think the 2 reasons is the cussing. Second reason is I'm showing all kinds of metal. I'm showing death metal, black metal, you know, brutal death metal, glam metal, and you know, just all that kind of stuff like that. So I'll get some new subscribers when I show what I'm going to get ready to show, and then they drop me when I show stuff like Dying Fetus. I like it all. I love it all. So now I think I've come to an understanding of what's going on with me, what's going on with the channel, and just kind of making a public apology for how I've been acting. I've been saying stupid stuff and really contradicting myself a lot, and it's just, you know, human. I'm human. But anyway, I woke up at 6:30. I thought about this video I'm getting ready to show, and I just wanted to share some childhood favorites. That's what this video is, mainly hard rock and heavy metal, like what's playing in the background. And of course, I don't know how I time stuff so well. I don't know. But it always seems like something's going to die down, or I cue it just in time, like the thunder last night when I said the thunderstorm, and it went boom. I was like, well, that was a happy accident. So yeah, some people would consider this glam metal, but I don't. Cake started in 1976. They're a hard rock band, and I think there's a couple bands here that kind of get lumped in the glam metal scene just due to when they released their albums, and Kix is one of those. This is Blow My Fuse. Absolutely, really great album, and I'm hoping I just didn't cuss, but I'm gonna try not to. But 1988 is when this was released. The first single I heard on this was not Ring Around Rosary, but that's one of my favorite tracks. I love the title track, Blow My Fuse. But it's the power ballads. I'm a power ballad guy, and I love those. This album has Don't Close Your Eyes, which is a really fantastic unaliven yourself I don't want to say that word. Song in my mind. Whenever I hear it, it sounds like just. It can't always be bad, and it might look bad at the time, but try to just try to hold off, refrain from doing something like that. You can't reverse that, and things always get better. So that's what I took from this album when I heard this first time, and I've always loved it. It has this kind of a little bit of an AC/DC sound. The guitars is just phenomenal. I love the fucking harmonicas. I love the harmonicas, but just absolutely fantastic album. And I think I brought these out because I had my old copy and then the CD. And I'm just not going to be on every one of these albums, of course, but I have multiple copies of some of my favorite albums, and this is one of them. Really good one. Kicks Blow My Fuse, 1988. Can't remember where they're from. I have a couple of Great White albums, and this one is one of my favorites due to, I wish I had their first album. Their debut is freaking phenomenal. But this one had the Save Your Love ballad on it, and I just absolutely like it. And I like the blues kind of heavy metal hard rock sound this band has. This is Once Bitten. I also have Once Bitten Twice Shy, their second album, and that's all I have. But I'm thinking I'm gonna try to get their first album because I really love that album. I haven't heard it in a long time. And there's a couple other Great White albums I've seen. Probably in Kansas City, there was a little record shop there that had a whole bunch of Great White that I think I'm gonna eventually go back and get when I go back to Kansas City. It's been a while since I've been there, but yeah. Anyway, this was a great album. I remember the other album, great stuff. And then this is a phenomenal album, and this is the anti-unaliving song, just fantastic. And I love ballads, like I said. I just love. I love that piano, the wind. The vocals will give you the chills. I love that song. So it's an emotional song for me. Reminds me of a friend. So love that song. Okay, let's move on. I'll try to get myself together every time I hear that part. Wow, that is powerful and beautiful. But yeah, last night I kind of pulled out some old records like Samson, great, I guess early 80s, 1980 hard rock. Nobody knows, if you don't know what Samson is, Bruce is the vocals on this, and if you don't know who Bruce is, this is Bruce Dickinson. It's the band he was in. Samson is a guitarist, and he's a phenomenal guitarist. Paul Samson, and the drums is by Thunderstruck. And I think this was released in 1980. And what's phenomenal about this album is Bruce's vocals. Wow, this is I don't know. I guess this would be 2 years before he did the Number of the Beast album, so it has a little bit of that kind of tone to his vocals, and just a phenomenal. This is on the RCA. I don't know if you can see it. And this is just a phenomenal album. Starts off with Riding with the Angels. It's just freaking killer. Earth Mother. It just sounds like a Bruce Dickinson solo album, but you know, of course it's not. It's a Samson solo album. So, but anyway, if you don't know this one, definitely check this out. If you don't know that Bruce Dickinson was in a band with this, I know there are a lot of you do, but phenomenal stuff. Had that playing. I'm gonna show some other stuff here in a minute. Just phenomenal. This is my favorite Def Leppard album. And after hearing that Samson album, let me turn that down a little bit. After listening to that Samson album, I pulled this one out. I think back in the day, I listened to this and I listened to that Samson album a lot together. Def Leppard's On Through the Night is just absolutely fantastic. New wave of British heavy metal. This is a metal album, and it's probably, you know, it's got kind of a 70s glam kind of freaking sound to it, I guess. But man, that song Wasted, I love that. My favorite tracks are Wasted. It's on side 2. Answer to the Master. Overture, just phenomenal ballad. Rock Brigade. And oh man, there's when the walls come tumbling down. I believe most of the members in this band at this time was in their teens, and there was another guitarist in this. Of course, Steve Clark is in this. Rick Savage on bass. It was Pete Willis. They replaced him with Phil later, or maybe the next album possibly. But High and Dry is a phenomenal album too. Pyromania, Hysteria. After that, I kind of lost interest in them, but this early stuff, especially this album, just freaking phenomenal. And it's on the, what is this, on Mercury Records. And I played this early this morning, last night. I was telling George G, Room of Rock, what I was listening to. We was chatting back and forth on Messenger. And I said, I'm having myself a George Room of Rock night. So, George, you're the dude, man. I love your videos. And lately, I've been watching some videos, not watching a lot. I've been kind of staying away from YouTube due to the news. It's depressing. But I will watch some of the YouTubes and channels, and I just don't really comment that much anymore. I will start. I also played this Deep Purple Perfect Strangers album. You know, for the longest time, I didn't realize this was released in 1984. I think I got this in 88 because I liked the song Perfect Strangers and Knocking at Your Back Door. Those two tracks are so great. And last night, of course, I showed the Born Again album. I think Ian Gillan did this album right after Born Again. So he still has that sound. I think this is 1984. Dang it. Can't see, it's blurry, but I'm pretty sure this is 84. But I played this last night. This is, I think it's OG Press. Cool little sleeve, and this on Mercury again. I don't know what these stickers are. I bought this used, and with all these, actually, I bought these used. Don't know what this sticker. Maybe it's a promotional copy or whatnot, but man, this sounded so good last night, especially Perfect Strangers. I just love that track. It's probably one of my favorite Deep Purple songs. And this is where I was showing George. I was listening to some Kiss. I listened to Kiss's Dress to Kill, released in 1976. I love this album. I love it to death. And I was just playing it. It sounded great last night. Just a regular hard rock album. And the bass playing on this, Gene Simmons' bass playing on this album in particular, I mean, he does a lot of cool stuff, but I really love the bass playing on this. And favorite tracks on this is Room Service. I love that track. Of course, this is the album that has Rock and Roll All Night and She and Come On and Love Me. Just fantastic stuff. And I was playing this and it just sounds so dang good. And then I played this. Ain't that cool? Kiss's Psycho Circus, which there's a little bit of deal on this because it was supposed to be a reunion album, and they were on the reunion tour and doing the makeup, but it turns out really the only two people, I think there's a couple other guest session players, but the only two people that really play anything on this is Gene Simmons and Paul. And these two really, I think they couldn't play the instruments correctly, so they just kind of left them off. But always liked this album. It's heavy. I love that. The original press has that cool looking thing like my wolf photo over there. Of course, my jewel case is busted, but you can't get that effect with just a regular jewel case. If anybody's ever owned this album or even cares, this is what it looks like if you don't have that particular case. Yeah, it has the order form and everything, and I don't know. I just always thought this album was great. I thought it was just really solid, and honestly, I didn't know the story behind this until I watched a few people talk about this album over the years in the VC and learned that little detail. But it matters to me not. It still brings back a lot of memories and just a phenomenal album. I cannot see it. Let me get my flashlight. My favorite track on this is the very last track, Journey of 1,000 Years. I like that. Into the Void is really good, and Razor Glasses. Psycho Circus, the opening track, is really good too. Really good stuff, really solid. And then I'm gonna get to some other classics that I've been listening to for the last couple of days, but I just wanted to show this Judas Priest limited edition 3 CD box set. It's the Sad Wings of Destiny. It has Rock-a-Rolla, and then Rock-a-Rolla, which doesn't have the bottle cap cover. Sad Wings of Destiny, which is one of my favorite Judas Priest albums, and then it has Hero Hero, which is basically this one. But I was listening to this. Sad Wings of Destiny, released in 1976, just absolutely classic. It has the classic tracks on it, but I finally found the box that held this in, and that's mainly why I decided to bring this out. Whenever I was rearranging my room, I discovered it. I must have put it down one night, and then eventually just didn't put it away, and eventually got lost. But here it is, and that's the main reason I wanted to show this. And I was listening to Sad Wings of Destiny because Sad Wings of Destiny and Dressed to Kill came out at the same time. So I'm gonna go circle back to, I'm hoping I didn't cuss. I'm sitting there going, am I cussing or not? I'm drinking one of these nasty things. My wife bought a pack of this, and it's Mountain Dew with cream soda mixed in it. And I don't know if I like it or not yet, but it is what it is. But now let's other albums that just go back with me with the Kicks. Every time I hear that Kicks album or that Great White album, I start bringing out the albums that, you know, everybody considers glam metal bands, but they're really not. They're hard rock and heavy metal bands. This is one of my favorite albums back then. It just goes with that Kicks album, something fierce, mechanical resonance. And of course, this is the first press, Geffron's CD. I don't have my cassette anymore. I think I only have one Tesla cassette. I should show my entire Tesla collection. I have all of them up to Bust a Nut, which reminds me of a really, really good friend of mine every time I hear it. That album is really heavy. So is this one. My favorite tracks on this is Right Before My Eyes, and Modern Day Cowboy, Easy Come, Easy Go, Changes, I think is the name of it. And man, every song on it. But Too Late for Love, man, that's so great. I'll show you the vinyl too. The vinyl is just, this is in perfect, almost perfect condition, I guess, except for that. And it has kind of, you know, the CD. You see the CD has the same thing as this on the inner sleeve. And it's the first press Geffen Records version. And absolutely phenomenal. There's on Cliff 'Em All, they're actually playing this in one of the scenes. They're playing one of the tracks off this, and Lars is kind of tapped into it. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal album. Next one is my Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction collection of a show. I have all formats. Of course, this is the cassette I bought back then when it first came out, and well, actually, no, it's a little bit late to the party. I think this came out in 1987. The songs really didn't get on the radio till seemed like 88 or 89 before they really started picking up traction. I know I've heard stories that whenever they walked into like the Whiskey and Go-Go, people would get out of their way because they had a lot of, they just didn't take no crap from nobody. It was somebody named Steve I was in a band, was playing in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he was talking about the good days because he worked at with the Whiskey and Go-Go and talked about Guns N' Roses and one of his favorite bands and how much attitude they had, and everybody would get out of their way when they walked in the door. Here's the original album cover, and then of course the CD version. Both are, I guess, I don't know how old this is. It doesn't have the UPC code like this one does, so I think this is the very first press. And it's Geffen Records, of course, and of course you could get the album cover. It's on the inside of your regular copy if you don't have this version. Guns N' Roses is one of my favorites. This album is flawless in my mind. I remember it's one of the first albums I ever got with cussing in it, and I absolutely thought it was freaking cool. This one that's why I got censored on this. Maybe, yeah, that's why I got censored. Got some lady with her drawers down and a robot smoking a cigarette or some shit. But yeah, great one. This album, of course, you can see, anytime I see a copy of it, I get it. And then, of course, the original, well, I don't know if it's original or not. It's old. I've had it for a long time, and one of these days, I'll show my entire Guns N' Roses collection. I don't have anything after the band kind of broke up. Just up to Use Your Illusions, I guess, where most people are. But yeah, just funny how many different varieties and versions this CD has, or this album has. I do not have the remaster. That back page is pretty much the same. And yeah, gosh, my favorite tracks on this is Out to Get Me, My Michelle. I think My Michelle is really freaking dark, and I love that song. Midnight Train, man, every one of them. Night Train, not Midnight Train, Night Train. Mr. Brownstone, Paradise City. I remember hearing that on the radio. I think that was one of the first songs I heard on it. So Sweet Child of Mine, of course, that's a classic. I love that song. I remember I used to have a mixtape where I would always put Sweet Child of Mine and Wasted Years by Iron Maiden back to back because those songs just kind of fit together, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is original press, or maybe second pressing. It's probably second pressing that I got for Christmas back in the 80s, late 80s. And I listened to this album just nonstop back then. But here's the inner sleeve, what it looks like, and the lyrics on the back, and then the record itself. Just, man, I love this album so much. Love it so much. And that Kicks kind of has that kind of Guns N' Roses sound, kind of rat. I love it. But okay, and then the next one is I'm gonna show multiple copies of this. I love Skid Row's first two albums. I think they're absolutely flawless. That's the only two I have. I see the other albums. I just can't. I don't know why I don't get those. But maybe when I see them in the store real cheap one day, I probably will. But these just go way back for me. I'm 18, or 18 in Life. I'm 18. That's Alice Cooper, Steve. 18 in Life was the very first song. No, I take it back. The very first song I heard was Youth Gone Wild. That was the first single that I remember. And then 18 in Life came out, and I was like, man, that's just awesome. I've seen Skid Row a couple times in concert. Once with a band called Souls to Zero. I don't know if that was a local band in Lampe, Missouri. Then I seen them again with Pantera. And that Pantera show, they played some Kiss covers at the end of it, and it was just freaking awesome. It was just freaking awesome. But released in 1989. And then my CD version, which is what I got. I got all these over time. And I just adore this album. I like, there's other songs on this, like, what is it, Midnight Tornado or something? What? I can't remember the songs. I Remember You was another one. Midnight Tornado. I Remember You, I played, I can't remember, I think it was English class. And the assignment was to bring a couple of songs. I remember I had Def Leppard, Billy Get Your Gun, and I got this one for I Remember You. And just phenomenal. Of course, Sebastian Bach's vocals on this is just freaking off the charts. Back cover. I know most of you know this. All the Gen X guys like me. This is the stuff that we remember in school. And then, we kind of got lucky. We got to live through the glam metal scene. And then, let's see, that's probably why I have such a wide variety of music. Lived through that, the heavy metal, the glam metal scene. Then went to the grunge scene. The death metal scene was underground. The thrash metal scene was right there. And then the brutal metal, death metal came out, a little bit after all of us got out of high school. And some of us, like me, was just into all that stuff. And it was just a great time. And maybe that explains why I have so many different likings in my music. So, and then the Skid Row original press debut, and I don't know. Wow, this album, like I said, it's just, I could talk days about this, and I could see these a lot better than I did on that CD version. So, Big Guns, Sweet Little Sisters, all good, but Piece of Me, 18 in Life, Rattlesnake Shake, Making a Mess, I Remember You, and Midnight Tornado are my favorite tracks on this. So it's a 10 out of 10 album for me. And then lyric sheet or insert, and on Atlantic Records, and this is original. But yeah, I really honestly thought this video would be like just a really cool idea. And I hope some of the Gen X guys like me that are in their 50s, I know not all of us, but there's a select few that like it all. There is. And, but anyway, I started putting everything up. I hope you all enjoy the video and understand where I'm coming from. And if you guys haven't heard this, and just check it out. Don't have to like it. Don't have to like it. I'm not trying to convince anybody to like it for those that stayed this long into the video, but those that love this stuff know what I'm talking about. And maybe you've forgotten about it or kind of left behind, moved on to another genre. I don't do that. I go through phases. I go through phases where I want to hear a certain sound. And I think a wider variety and an open mind kind of helps you. Especially like this stuff. This puts me in a good mood. It's like summertime music at the river, drinking beer with the bonfires. And then back then it was the chicks with the big hair with their bangs up like this. You remember that crap? And the half shirts and the tight jeans. Those were the days. Those were the days. And you guys that lived through it with me back then know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm going to upload this video. I'm kind of proud of this. I'm hoping that it goes well, and hopefully I'm not called a poser, because I'm not. I don't pose for nothing. I like it all. Posers really, if you think about it, posers are people that pose like in only one genre or two. I'll have a good day.